Google are doing some really cool things right now, and I'm going to take you through some of the latest updates with Google Gemini. And yeah, there's awesome stuff here. So if you haven't tried Google Gemini 2.5 Pro with the Canvas mode, and you have Gemini Advanced, I really recommend giving this a go. This for me has become such a fun way to vibe code. And if you're not familiar with vibe coding, it's basically just getting an AI tool to code things for you while you chill, relax, and focus on ideating. So for example, I was able to upload an image to Gemini 2.5 Pro of a basic design of some sort. I wanted to build a minimalist app that used this design that I attached, and I wanted it to just be a simple clock, a world clock that I could adjust, the different time zones with, and it managed to make it super quickly without too many iterations. Super fun. It can do even more advanced stuff, and one thing I like to do is always I love making like 3D particle simulations, and I managed to get it and prompted it to say make a particle simulation of different shapes and different colors, and it created this fun little web browser app thing where I could basically interact with my cursor on this particle simulation. I could change the color of it, which is great, and it just randomizes the color. And then I could also change the shape of it as well into it was a sphere. It can become like a cube kind of shape. It can also become like a rectangle kind of shape as well. Away from coding, they've also started to put and implement some of the awesome Google Notebook LM features into Gemini Advanced as well. So if you upload a document of some sort, for example, here I uploaded my CV, you can actually generate an audio overview from it and will give you that podcast effect from Notebook LM, where you have two people that kind of talk you through a document. And it's like listening to a podcast, it's like listening to an interview. It's really, really fun.
The deep dive. Today, we're taking a look at the info you provided on Jared Liu's professional journey.
Yeah, that's right.
The idea is really to see what his, well, quite varied background tells us about getting by in the digital world today. Corporate life, creative stuff, all of it.
Exactly. We've got his resume here, and it's more than just job titles.
And it's a great way to kind of listen instead of just reading heavy documents that you're trying to analyze. Audio overview, honestly, is fantastic. And yeah, Notebook LM has like gone so much further than I would ever have expected with it. Google have also launched personalization, which means you can prompt it and it uses your entire search history. Now you can stop them from looking at the history, but if you leave it on, you can actually ask it some pretty interesting questions. You can ask it in general, what can you tell me about my search history, and it will break it down into different things. But I decided to ask a little bit further on it because I was curious to understand about specific different topics. When I searched about football and soccer, what things have I searched for recently, or even go further and say, hey, look, based on my recent search history, give me a list of travel destinations that I've shown interest in. And it gave me a pretty good comprehensive list of places that I had searched in recent times, places that I do want to visit in the future. And what I like about this is just that, sometimes you're just browsing, you're searching, you're surfing the web or whatever, and you kind of forget a little bit of what you're looking at or what you have seen. This is a good way to kind of summarize your recent searches into something that's a bit more bite-sized for you to go and explore. Deep research with Gemini 2.5 Pro is also incredible. If you're new to deep research, it's basically really in-depth search online. You know how you go in and you can you can prompt to search on the web for little things. A deep research goes automatically into a much more deeper dive into dozens of different sources to give you a comprehensive breakdown. I asked it to give me AI art and video news from this month in April so far, and it took about, 10-15 minutes, but came back with an extremely comprehensive report of all the latest updates, including like things that happened today, like of this video when I'm recording it, like Cling 2.0 coming out, and it gives you all the sources, and you can also generate an audio overview from that as well if you don't want to read through the whole thing immediately. For those of you that have been trying to get access to Google Veo 2, they're slowly launching it out, and some other tools out there and companies like FreePic give you access to it. If you want to use it for free, you can actually go to AI Studio, which is completely free for you to go use, and the video gen option is starting to appear for people here, and that's you can prompt text to video to get Google Veo 2 videos, or you can also upload an image to go image to video as well, and you can type in a prompt there, which is fantastic and really cool. So yeah, Google are doing a lot of really cool things at the moment. Recommend going and checking it out. A lot of this stuff is readily available through Gemini, or if you want to get more access, it's completely free to access Google AI Studio as well. They're doing some great things right now, and it's been honestly, the coding for me is a standout. The coding with 2.5 Pro is outstanding, and I can't wait to just keep jumping in and testing it. But hope that you found this update helpful.